Hey, I'm Lily and welcome back to Lily's Raw Reaction. Well, over here you get my raw reaction. Some people like it, some people don't, but guess what? We rocking with the ones that like it, okay? So, let's get into it. This reaction is about Jazz, Breakfast and Chat. Oh yeah, everybody's out there being safe, and that's on some real shit, not just saying something. Just be safe, wash your hands, watch who face you in, don't really go to all these gatherings, follow your first mind, cover your face. I don't care if you're vaccinated or not, just be safe, and let's get into this reaction. Typical Jazz, she starts off dry begging to me, saying something about the vacuum was clogging and something was going on with the cord or the battery or some shit she was saying. And someone in the chat was like, "Good morning, strong mommy Chrissy." Baby, when they said that and I read that, I was done. I was like, oh my God, the bullshit is rolling. So she wants us to know that the boys are there. She was saying that the boys and Amaya and Caitlin was going to eat the breakfast tacos. She kept saying breakfast tacos when I thought they was breakfast burritos, but I guess you can just call them whatever you want to call them, but I've always known them to be breakfast burritos. So she fed the twins some cereal, but she said they don't eat eggs and this, that, and the other. Okay. So I think someone in the chat, well, she spoke of her grandma going to the hospital, something about a liver or kidney failure, and Jazz was just so nonchalant about it. Like, I was like, you so insensitive. All she care about is Chris and that big head ass baby she got in her stomach. And yes, I did say big head ass baby. Like, nothing toward the baby. I love babies. I just call all babies big head. Hell, I call Logan big head. But yeah, so that's one thing she cared about. I didn't like how she didn't touch on it, like talking. But yeah, so Aiden comes over there and she pick him up. His hair is so damn long. I'm like, you trying to turn this man into a girl? She got fucking pig's heads on his hair. I'm like, I don't see how the fuck you deal with this shit and pregnant. Not giving. My sons, well, one of my sons has hair now because my other son cut his hair off. But all my sons got that hair and they use the sponge and had the spiky things, sticking up. But my 7-year-old son, his hair is cut all around the sides and the back, and he got a top, a man bun. And my husband usually get his hair braided because I can't braid. And that's tripped out because I got 3 girls and I can't braid. But my husband usually take him to a family member and let him braid it, but when it's time to take it down, I have to take it down and wash it, and I always just put it in a man bun. And I hate doing it because I feel like he should have all this hair up here, but that's the style he want to rock, so, we rocking with him. But it's like, if you're going to let him have the hair, Jazz, keep it groomed, get it cut around the side, get it lined up, get it trimmed up, like, keep it neat. But to me, she act like she's trying to turn him into a girl or something. I don't know. I'm like, is Chris combing his hair out too? Like, he can't go get his hair cut, but he can comb it out after you wash it. Okay. So, she was saying something about Ava woke up and Ava had a fever. And she was saying that she was sitting up with Ava all that day and this, that, and the other. Well, okay, you did have a damn barbecue on the 4th. I don't know if the numbers and everything match up, but ain't no telling what y'all been doing. Jazz, you don't look like you use sanitizer when you go places. You don't look like you wash the baby's hand. Logan is 16 months. And when we come back from our places, I wash her hands. I don't care. Logan has her shield on, and when I put her in the buggy, if I don't have her in her stroller, when I put her in the buggy, I got a shopping cart cover, and it covers the buggy so she can't touch the buggy. And yeah, but I still put sanitizer on her hand and everything. I still do that. So yeah. So it's like, Jazz, like, if she got a fever, I don't play by no fucking fevers. And the reason why I'm going to tell y'all why I do not play about fevers. My son had a fever one time. I took him to the doctor. And when I took him to the doctor, I end up, me and my husband switched spots. My husband had to stay there while I go and do something with one of the other kids. And when we switched spots, and my husband called me, and he was like, this doctor just said, if we would have been a minute later, that it would have ended in tragedy. My son had a bacterial infection. And from that day, I never played around with no fevers. I do not take fevers lightly. I don't give a fuck about the hospital bill. I don't give a fuck about the copay. I don't give a fuck. We're going to the fucking ER when a child has a fever. Period. And that was before the pandemic. So, you know, to each his own. Some people wing it out and try to see if it gonna get worse. Me, I'm not playing no fucking games. We going to the doctor. Period. I'd rather you tell me it's nothing than it to be something, and I sit here wishing I coulda, woulda, shoulda did it. So I don't play about the kids. But you know, this is Jazz. So, yeah, so somebody was saying something about another screen or something going around. She was like, oh, yeah, I heard about that. Me, I'm paranoid as fuck. If anybody, like, people can't even call regular in this house. Like, I be around this motherfucker wiping off doors. I be like, did I hear a cough? Who was that coughing? How you feeling? What's going on? Do you feel right? Do you feel this? Do you feel that? Like, look, I'm still the person over here wiping my groceries off in my garage before I take them in the house. Like, on some for real shit. And oh, yeah, my husband, test results came back negative both times. So, thank God for that, for the people, you know, that were in my comments and was concerned about my husband's results. They both came back negative. So thank you for your prayers and concerns about that. So yeah, so now she want to say that she feel like she feel the baby kicking her and it's annoying her, getting on her nerves or some shit she's saying. So all of a sudden, just last week when we got the update, the baby wasn't doing anything. And now the baby is kicking her so hard, and she want to call Chris over there to feel it. First of all, Chris not about to feel that baby fucking moving unless you further up in your fucking months. Okay, you got all that fat, as you say. He not gonna feel your baby moving, like talking. You can feel it, but he not gonna fucking feel it like talking. And if your baby anything like my last baby was, Logan, every time my husband tried to touch or feel or see anything, Logan would just fucking stop moving. She would not move for his ass at all. When I say she wouldn't move for him at all, she would move for the boys and play and kick with the boys, but my husband, she would not move for him at all when she was in my stomach. So, yeah, you know, Jazz wants some attention anyway, so that's what she want to do. Like, girl, I'm just over her. Just had a baby already. So she goes to make the eggs and everything. She want to put the camera down on her stomach, act like she's trying to show us her, you know, fixing the eggs, but she want to put the camera down on her stomach. Then she was saying something when she put the camera down on her stomach. She was saying, him. She was like, I can feel him. Then she hurry up and said, I can feel her. It's like, at this point, Jazz, we know you're having a fucking boy. Just put up a community post. We're having a boy. Then in that community post, drop your registry while you playing like you don't want to do a registry. You don't know what to put on the registry. Acting like you don't want to put expensive stuff on the registry. Drop, you're having a boy. Drop the fucking registry and we will be done with this. We're moving on to the next thing. The next thing will be the baby shower, okay? The only reason she's prolonging doing the registry, even though I feel like she already has done the registry, she just waiting to do the reveal. But I guess they bullshitting with doing the reveal because they want to not do something basic when she is basic any fucking way. So I think she bullshitting on the fucking reveal because she's bullshitting on the reveal because I guess they just over there being lazy. But then she bullshitting on the registry is because they haven't did the reveal, and she know if she dropped the registry, people gonna see all that bullshit on there. Cause Jazz not ready, baby. Jazz been in that registry and did that registry about 3, 4, 5, 7, 800 times, and added more shit, and probably added a vacuum cleaner, and added Christmas socks, and added some motherfucking one tie for the Mountaineer. I'm telling you, she done added some shit on that baby registry, baby, and I can't wait to read through her video and go over it. So someone asked her in the chat, do you watch Miss Monica's Circle Time? So she kind of brushed it out. But then when she came back, she seen another comment about it. And she was like, I don't know what's that, and this, that, and the other. Like, girl, you need to be looking up anything that these people that's saying this is going to be something productive for the twins or for the girls too, or the baby that's coming up. Like, anything productive, you need to be looking up. Hell, I was on my phone. Soon I was listening to, they said Miss Monica Circle Time. I went right on over there on my phone and subscribe, and guess what? That's what Logan will be looking at, some Miss Monica Circle Time when it's time for her TV time today. Okay, like, girl, yeah, you should have been doing the same. So someone says in the chat, if you haven't, I hope you haven't been eating anything salty. So this bitch, the whole time she fixing this food, at first she was showing to a bowl, but all of a sudden now she fixing all the food she not showing. Jazz had a plate full of bacon. A plate full of goddamn bacon. All that fucking sodium. Swine. Fucking swine. That's what she had. That is the worst thing that a person that don't need sodium or a person with high blood pressure need is fucking pork. Okay? She up here, ain't no telling how many pieces of bacon Jazz had. It's no telling how many pieces that she fucking had. Yes, she is eating salt. And what people fail to realize, people think it's only talking about your seasoning that you put on your food. You don't know it's tons of sodium in stuff before you fucking cook it. Not really just frozen foods, but canned foods, processed foods, burritos, what she was eating. She should not have been eating that burrito. She should have ate like a low sodium one or something like that. I haven't found a whole lot of, well, they say corn is better, but the flour one's not so much. But, you know, I be trying to find a happy medium where I can enjoy that taste and still be, you know, not eating so much. You know what I'm saying? Like, instead of getting a burrito one, I try to get one of the little small ones. I forgot the name of them. But I just try to get one of the little small ones to make my little taco or burrito with when I feel like I need that taste or whatever. Now, I'm not saying that I'm perfect. It's a learning experience for me, and it should be for her, because she can start this right now and then be on that same track after she had her baby. But people just don't realize how much sodium in shit. Like, when I go in the store, if it's something for me, I'm picking it up. I'm looking straight at the sodium. And then I'm scrolling down and I'm looking at the sugar, because the sugar turns into sodium. Okay? So she thinks just because she not dicing this shit with Lawry's or lemon pepper that she doing good. And, you know, that's a start, but you have to look on the side of the nutrients and ingredients and all that stuff to see Jazz. You know, this girl, like, she didn't try to do no type of researching and shit. I don't think she just say, I can't eat sodium. But Jazz over there still eating the fucking way that she not supposed to be eating. Probably by Chris, she trying to act like she want to eat healthy. But it's nothing to eat. Healthy food make me sick. But when Chris ass is not there, she is pigging the fuck out on sodium and all this bullshit and gonna be still swole. Someone in the chat said, how's potty training going? It's going, and it's gone. She not doing that shit no more. Jazz done threw them fucking pots away. And I knew Jazz threw them pots away before Jazz even said, oh, I have one potty seat, and then I don't have another potty seat for the other twin. And I'm running back and forth because they was in each bathroom, and I was holding one up. Girl, a potty seat don't cost number fucking $12. And maybe $25 to $30 if you get in a combo with a footstool. Logan is 16 months, and I bought her a fucking potty and the motherfucking stand, a little mini mouse one. But I bought it because what made me buy it is when I went to the bathroom, and this a little off topic, but when I went to the bathroom, and I had, you know, how we do, and then she got the tissue, and she wiped between her legs. And I said, oh, so this what we doing? So guess what? You're getting our pots. Yes. Yes. So, Jazz, you order everything else at Walmart.com and have it delivered to your door. That little flimsy ass motherfucking rug that you put in the bathroom and shit. Order another fucking potty thing to put on there and go and get them kids trained. But Jazz don't give a fuck about training those kids, because guess what? Y'all fit about all her Pampers and all this bullshit for her kids. I mean, for her baby. So, it's no way in hell that these kids supposed to be walking around in pull-ups for Pampers. Like, I'll be so fucking irritated. You gotta stay consistent and stay on that shit every fucking day. Every day. But, okay. Talking about it's challenging. Yes, it's challenging. It may be challenging. Girl, I think it's more challenging for you than it is challenging for them. That's what I think. You know what I'm saying? She was like, it's hard for boys. Maybe it may be hard for boys because you never had a boy. But I do a boy the same way I do girls. You're going to sit and you're going to push your wee-wee down and you're going to pee-pee. And that's how I'm going to train you all the way until you're up to turn around and do it the right way. Okay? Like, my boys did that shit for a long time and I didn't give a fuck, because as long as no piss was getting everywhere on the walls and fucking on the ceiling and shit like that, I didn't care. Sit your ass down, pee, do what you got to do. You can train them the same fucking way that you train girls. Okay? So also someone was in the chat and they was like, well, you got to show them. And then she come back with a little attitude. I do show them. Girl, you got to keep showing him. I done told you in a previous video, repetitive. You have to be repetitive with kids. Hell, you got to be repetitive with me. That's how I learn. Like, that's how I learn. If I keep being shown what is going on or keep watching it or keep writing it down, that's how I learn. So you have to be repetitive. Kids love to, repetitiveness. They love to keep doing the same shit over and over again, to the point they're going to be doing it without you And you're going to be like, what? So, you know, you just got to stay, you know, repetitive and everything. So someone in the chat was like, Chris not paying for your car. He drives it and your mom don't. Well, you know this, didn't get no response. She looked at that comment and rolled her motherfucking eyes. It's like I can see her reading it, and the way she walked off, I was like, bitch, gone on. The people want to know what Yunny B say. The people would like to know. Girl, go answer that question. Shit, because I want to know. So she already messing the people's stove top up. Talking about it was smoking earlier, before she started cooking and turned it on. She already over there fucking them folks shit up. Talking about when she turned it up, it wouldn't get hot or some shit like that. I'm like, Jay, don't be over there fucking them folks shit up. You know what I'm saying? You already over there fucking some shit up. These folks stove top and shit like that. So someone said, I had an omelet, a banana, and some oatmeal. I think they said some oatmeal, a banana, and an omelet. That's what she need to be eating while she over there trying to eat some swine. She need to be eating that same exact thing. And that oatmeal will fill you up. I'm not talking really just about that sweet oatmeal. I'm talking about the regular oatmeal. I got that, and it will fill you up. I always put like some honey or some, what else I be putting in there? Sometimes I sneak some syrup in it. But I put some honey in it, and I put some almonds and some cranberries in it, and it be tasting so good. So, and it will fill you up too. She over there trying to eat some damn breakfast tacos that she do not fucking need. So someone was begging in the chat about reading their comments. As usual, the mods was, I guess, deleting it and everything. So her mods was over there deleting shit, and the person kept saying, you know what I'm saying, read they comment and all this and that. Just to really just keep it real, folks was talking shit in this chat, and I don't think she only had but like 2 mods. And folks was just talking shit in this chat to the point some of the people in the chat was like, Jazz, mod me. So apparently Chrissy was going live at the same time that she was going live. So somebody was like, I'm switching over from you to Chrissy, and this, that, and the other. She ignored it. The people want to know in my Yunny voice, is Chris going to be buying stuff for his baby? You know damn well Chris not going to be buying nothing for his baby, because she done already told Chris, we do not have to buy nothing. We're going to let them see. We're going to see what they get out this registry, and we'll come in behind them. And that's what's going to happen. She going to get everything she want to get out that registry, and people sending stuff to the P.O. box. Because apparently people are sending stuff to her P.O. box because somebody sent her something from Hawaii, which I didn't like how Chris reacted to the stuff from getting sent from Hawaii. Like, you ungrateful. Like, you keep your game face on. And when the cameras are down, that's when you say what you gotta say. He up there looking ugly about the stuff was sent from Hawaii. And another thing about the stuff sent from Hawaii, I don't know if it's just me, but Jay is nasty anyway, so I guess I expect that from her. But me, when I get packages, they get sprayed down. My kids are not touching it. And when I open packages, they're getting everything what's in there is getting wiped the fuck off, okay? And even when the kids touch it, I'm telling them to wash their hands afterwards and stuff like that. She letting the kids touch all up the stuff. Now, no offense to Miss Hawaii that sent all the stuff, but how we don't know she ain't got corona and she wasn't coughing on this shit before she packaged it up? That's what the fuck I'm saying. Like, be safe. And it may seem like cray shit to do, but you're trying to keep your family safe, and you're trying to keep this shit out of your house. So I feel like she shouldn't have been letting them touch that shit. I wouldn't have dared did that. Honey, I wish y'all could see me. I don't be playing that shit. Anything I buy at the store, we stop at the corner store, I got this little basket in my car. Baby, I'm wiping shit off instantly before I hand it to anybody in the backseat. Someone said the counter looks huge and everything, and they didn't have no big counter space and stuff like that. And I was like, I been thought that Jazz could get some bar stools and stuff for the girls to get up there and maybe sit the little kids at the table and just get that for the girls. That'll be a nice seating area. She won't have to be really fucking that ugly ass dining table up no more than what is already fucked up, and just let them eat right there. And I'm like, girl, get you a bar stool. She was talking about that she rolled her computer chair in there. My husband bought me, well, I been had a bar stool, but I think one of the kids like broke it. And when I got pregnant, my husband bought me another bar stool because, you know, I like to sit in front of the stove when I'm cooking, and I was pregnant. So I had a bar stool in front of the stove when I cooked, and just was sitting in there. Sometimes I sit in there and eat too. But yeah, that's what I did when I was pregnant. Sometimes I still do it now. I'll sit down, and when I'm probably scrolling through, you know, social media or somewhere I'm cooking or something like that, I got a bar stool in the kitchen. And Jazz, that would be a very good thing to put in your kitchen because you had that big island like that. Put some bar stools around it, ma'am, okay? She was saying that they was out all day the day before and they cooked dinner late because they was getting the car worked on. And then she backpedaled and say not getting the car worked on but getting the car inspected. So I'm like, we still getting the car worked on, we still getting the car inspected. Oh Lord, I hope y'all go ahead and invest in a car soon. So by now, the chat is arguing and going back and forth, mad. She think they mad because she fixing breakfast. But they really going back and forth about Chris being a fucking bum, Chris not getting a car fixed, Chris not buying nothing for his baby, Chris being a fucking bum. This is what they really arguing about. But she not really paying attention, like talking. So she instantly gets the attitude. And then people in the chat gonna say, well, somebody in the chat was like, you don't interact with your audience. And then a dick rider was like, she don't interact with her audience because you guys are so negative and say mean things, and that's why she don't interact right. That's not no good reason to not to interact right. You supposed to ignore whatever the fuck that's got going and still interact with the people that up in here showing you love and this, that, and the third. But you know, Jazz pregnant with an attitude, so yeah. So she was saying some little slick shit under her breath, and again, I noticed that she was not showing that big ass plate of bacon and God knows whatever else she had on there. She was not showing that shit at fucking all. Because guess what? People were going to say, Jazz, you have no business eating it. Don't you care about your baby and giving your baby all this sodium? Y'all, she not eating right. Okay, Jazz is not fucking eating right. She over there doing the same thing. She gonna stay swole. And hopefully she don't develop preeclampsia. Like, Jazz over there still doing the same bullshit. So, my shout out to this video is My Boo and the Erics. My Boo, she's not a reaction channel, but she should be a reaction channel because when I say she shows so much love all across the board to not only me as a new reaction channel, but to so many more bigger reaction channels. I think she's mods everywhere in this mommy sector of reaction channels. I really think she should have a reaction channel. But when I say she show love, she show love. So, My Boo, big shout out to you. I appreciate you for showing up in my chats, liking my videos, watching my videos. Yes, I love it. Also, my next shout out is the Erics. Yes, the Erics is a reaction channel. If you not sub to her, go sub to her now. She goes in, you know what I'm saying? She goes in a good way, though. She got a real calmness about her, but she has some good tea on her page. So if you're, you know, not subscribed to the Erics, go subscribe to her now. Let her know I sent you so she can just know that I appreciate her coming over here, you know, showing love to me. And I know you guys see her in the comments and stuff sometimes. So the Erics, big shout out to you. I enjoy your content and will forever show love because, like I say, y'all know I don't like that reactors going for reactor shit. I'm not saying I never, but I never would see me doing something like that. I like us being together. So yeah, My Boo, that should have a reaction channel or some type of channel. And the Erics, big shout out to you. Thank you two ladies for showing me so much love. That being said, I'm out.